Hey guys, and welcome back to Churn Farms. It is day 10 of mid-autumn, and we've got rain coming, but we've been over here actually harvesting our canola field for about the last 3 days, actually. See, we haven't gotten a whole lot done, and that is because we've had rain in the forecast every single day since about game day 6 of autumn, I think. The last clear day was the day that we were harvesting potatoes, and since then we have had rain every single day. We had rain in the forecast all the way up through the 15th day of autumn, and day 16 there is the first day that we've had forecasted to have an entire day of sunshine in what seems like 2 game weeks. And then the very next day we have rain again. So it is pretty much harvest as much as we can, as often as we can, until we either get done or we run out of well, I guess we run out of fields. Go ahead and put our cover on there, and we're going to go ahead and drive this back to the silo. Taking this over to the main arable farm silo. Let's go ahead and bit of our forecast. We can turn off that. So it seems like the last several days we've had rain right around 7 o'clock, 7:30-ish. So we're gonna see how much we can get harvested between now and then. We've had rain or wet crop all the way up to about 1 p.m. each day, so it's not giving us a whole lot of time to get working on our harvest here. See, we've got some nice autumn colors now in our hedges and our trees. Everything is starting to cool down a little bit. I think the ground temperature is still kind of spiting me. Look, we're still at 52 degrees, well above the 50-degree limit that we needed for our corn and soybeans. And well, no, that didn't how that turned out. And given how wet our autumn has been, I'm almost well, I am kind of glad that we don't have 7 or 8 more fields to harvest. Remember, we had corn in fields 6, 7, 8, and 9, so that's 4 fields. 11. We had soybeans in 28. That's 5. That's 6. And then we had corn in field 34. So we had, I guess that's 7 fields, right? So we had a crop in 7 fields wither on us. But given the way that we've had the rain in the forecast, I don't know if we're going to have enough, if we would have had enough time to actually harvest all of that stuff. Yet, only get about 6 hours a game day to harvest is pretty tough to get all of that done. We still have our big wheat field over here to get done. See, we still have our pink square bales up there on the hill. They're still fermenting away. We still need to collect them. Been quite the busy autumn. Here you can see, I don't know if I showed off the poplar. I might have showed off the poplar. See, it's come back. Got a poplar stand here, growing at 40%. That could be a pretty decent crop if we spend the time to plant the poplar, because it will just regrow. We only really need to invest the time and the money once to put that in. Then after that, we would be able to basically collect our wood chips, chip it up. Let's go over here and Mind you what our big pile of wood chips looks like. Here's our big pile of wood chips. Still get to sell off. We got the autoloader here to shoot the wood chips in the back of the trailer, make them easier to load up. We're going to go back the long way because I want to swing by and check on the progress of those silage bales. Stop. Run over here. Now we're doing. Whips her out. We are 91% done. 17 hours to go. We should have those bales should be silage bales come tomorrow. Game day 11, autumn. We plan on holding those silage bales as long as possible. We know that they get more valuable as we get closer to the end of the year. Just to update everybody, we now have 155 pigs. I think when Mark was with us, we had, what, 152 maybe? 153? Still got 119 cows. They have stopped reproducing. Every game day, we're getting ourselves another pig. That's another couple $1,000s in the bank. Hopefully, when we can get around to selling them. That's a pretty good income there. See how much we can get. Be nice if we could get 2 full trailer loads off of this field before the rain comes. It already looks like it's already kind of getting dark out. Windows are kind of dirty, so it's kind of hard to see, but I think it's kind of getting dark already. And it might just be the sun setting. Oh, we missed our field. Let's swing over here and our harvester at. This field is brutal. It's got a major incline. Really hate to go in the wrong direction, so we're gonna have to basically wait for him to make his turn down there. Pipe is on the wrong side. Take a look. Let's drive up here a little bit and take a look at this beautiful sunset. I think it's starting to cloud up, isn't it? I see the rain start any minute now. We had a beautiful sunset before it clouded over. And like I said, rain started last few days around 7:30 p.m. And here we are at 7:30 p.m. and it's pretty much looking like it's going to start there it is. I'm going to say it's like it's going to start any moment now. Trying to put our trailer over here. Go ahead and ask our driver. Unload his grain. want that getting too wet. Off. Once we get her empty, we'll close up the grain door there to try to keep as much water out as possible. So we folded her up. Let's get on over here and put our tarp on. And now that we got that covered up, let's go ahead and take this down to the silo. Get her back in there. Maybe get the dryer blowing on it. And that'll pretty much going to do us for the game day. Not much we can do now that it's raining. All we have is animal care and harvest, basically, and to obviously pick up those silage bales. Looks like we will need to take care of our pigs. So go ahead and drop this trailer off at the silo after we dump it. Then we'll come back over here and feed up our pigs. Done that on camera recently or not? I hope you all enjoyed the Mark DuPont episode. You know, he was he's been wanting to use those potato digger and the potato conveyor belt for quite a while. He was going to use them on his Stop and Box series, but for some reason they would not work on that map. Digger wouldn't. Thinking it had a the map or the field that he was working on might have had a tip collision in there that was prohibiting him from doing a tip anywhere, because with that digger the way it works is you have to lower it, turn it on, and then you have to basically tell it to tip anywhere for it to drop the potatoes on the ground. And if there is, I don't know if the proper terminology is a tip collision or something else, but basically if there could be a collision in place that would prohibit you from doing that tip anywhere, and if that is the case, then obviously you're not going to be able to use that that little digger. I thought I'd bring him over and let him have some fun with the little digger and with the conveyor belt. It was all good fun. Both quite enjoyed the time over here on Churn Farms. Hope you all did too. Run this over here. Take too terrible long. Got our press staged over here. See the shadow of it over there. I decided to go ahead and work on the canola field, given the fact that we had all of those consecutive days of rain planned. Figured I could probably get a couple hours per game day of dry crop condition. I knew that obviously with the canola it doesn't put down a wheat, not a wheat, but a straw that I could bale up or pick up with the pellet press. So I didn't have to worry about picking up the straw after the harvest. Didn't have to worry about it getting wet. So that's why we're doing the canola at the moment. Probably work on the wheat field on day 16. That is the day that we don't have any rain in the forecast. That would allow the wheat us to do a fair bit of harvest and then come in. Oops, there we go. Then come around and basically pick up the straw. That's it. Don't take too many potatoes. I'm going to go ahead and get another scoop of potatoes. Leave that bucket right here. Here, our trailer. So let's check and see. Do they need straw? They do need straw. Let's go ahead and get that. I think our straw bale forks, believe it or not, are still over here by the pig building. Let's see if we can't find those here. Let's see how. Oh, that one's silage already. There they are. Switch in here. There we go, light switch. Or bale forks. That door. Oh, wow, that door is left open. Go ahead and get a straw bale for our pigs. Like we may have dropped a couple bales. Knocked a couple bales around back. Our manure pit, our manure area. Oh. There. Oh, did we have another set of forks right there? Our zipper. And we'll go ahead and get wheat. It's more than enough. And just ignore the fact that we are driving over our little Piggly Wigglies. Oh, like I said, now that our Now that we updated seasons, man, these guys do not eat near as much as they used to. If you go back and watch some previous episodes before we updated seasons, see the amount of food that these guys ate, and that was before we had 155 pigs. We have 156. I can put in just a couple hundred liters of our cereal crop, a couple hundred liters of our protein, and just like 150, maybe even less, maybe like 80 liters of potatoes every 3 days, and even with the corn. Therefore, for a while there before we updated, the pigs were taking about 2,500 liters of corn every 3 days. And now, after we updated, they take less than 1,200 liters. Do 1,000. See, we have 17% of our base food. It's corn. And they actually took it all, but they're pretty much full up now. With respect to the corn. We'll drop our trailer there, and we will drive on back to Arable Farm to pick up our other trailer. We'll have it ready when we go to get back to the harvest tomorrow. We'll need to care for our cows probably come morning. After we get back here to the trailer, I'm going to let you guys go, and I'm going to turn in for the evening. It's awful late. I didn't realize that it was 2 in the morning. It took us quite a while to get those pigs taken care of. Starlit night up there. Partly cloudy with the rain clouds kind of starting to give way. Still have more rain coming in. Another 3 or 4 days of rain, I think. Off. Alright guys, like I said, I'm going to leave it here, and I'm going to head over to the house. It's going to kind of cross country it, and see you guys in the morning. Well, good morning guys. It's day 11 again. Day 11 now. We're going to first thing we need to do is we need to head back over to the pig area to water our pigs. The first thing we'll do is we'll put some water in our cow trough. We'll go ahead and just truck dirty. So what we're going to do is once we fill up our water trough here for our cows, we'll run down and give some water to our pigs, and then we'll run back here, and we're going to go ahead and do a little pig fooding. Fill up with water. Head on back down to the pig area. So this is such a beautiful time of year on this map with the fall colors. Yeah, the hedges lining the roads, trees all over the place. Very, very, very colorful and enjoyable time to be on Churn Farms, that's for sure. Sadly, it's a beauty before winter. Once winter comes, it's blah. Nothing really to look at, that's for sure. Those silage bales, they should be about done fermenting at this point. Should now be silage. They were the, let's go ahead and check. They were the last bales to be made. These are turned into silage, then they are all silage. Not quite yet. 2 hours to go. Around 11:30. That bale will be done. Rest should definitely be done by the end of this this particular game day. Which again is not that big of a deal because we're not planning on needing the silage bales or selling the silage bales until basically the end of autumn, early winter. Rough road here. Go ahead and put water in here. All right, that'll do our pigs for a few days, taken care of. Go ahead and go on through our little shortcut. Got a fair number of silage bales over here. Gonna make a pretty little penny, I think, off of those things. Whoa, 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 whoa. Got all excited thinking about those silage bales. Let's go ahead and park this guy here. Here, get some power food mixed up. And our telehandler has been over at the greenhouses for quite a while. It's okay. We're going to use this tractor. We'll hook up some front loader arms to it. Thing we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves some silage. We still have a fair amount of silage in this silo. And 108,000 liters of chaff still to be converted into silage. So we have, look at this. 99% and 15%. To make sure we turn this thing off. It's to 10,000. There we go. There's a cool mod that I saw over in the Giants mod hub the other day. Was whoa. It was a TMR mixer or mixer add-on mod where you can go in and well, if you mix up some power food and you don't use it all right away, well then the I'm going to use the pallet fork. If you don't use the power food right away, then it will start to, it will basically separate. So I thought that was pretty cool. I didn't put it on the map yet. I didn't put it on here. But, I thought that was a pretty interesting deal. Let's see if we... bale work here. Oh man, can't see far. I have to do this because we can't see above the roof. Now, of course, this mixer technically works, not hooked up to the tractor because it's got its own motor, got its own mixing motor hooked to it. Oh, I thought we would lose that bale. I think we would lose that one. So we didn't have it stabbed. Got it now. We got it now, by golly. Let's get one more bale. We'll fill her up. And that should just about do the... that should just about do it for the power food mixing. Then we'll need to see if they need straw. And get them some grass. see here. Do they need straw? Do indeed need straw. As well get that while we're unhooked. Yep, I need one more. Of course, if we were playing this through another year, we would be using the large wheat field to make straw bales for our cows here and our pigs. Would have not made silage bales out of all of that grass. We would have made some hay bales out of some of that. Let's see. This may or may not fill up the entire trough. Almost. All right. We'll drop our forks over here, and we'll drop our arm off. So we need to hook up to our mower, and we need to get ourselves a little bit of grass for our cows. And I'll call it a video. Got our loader wagon and our mower in there in the cow meadow, because it's just far easier to mow this stuff and than to bother going around and trying to pick some up outside of the farm area. Do is we will pick up, lower the motors, turn them on, the mowing. We only need about 5,000 liters of grass in here. That's all the cows need for the next 3 days. Any more than that and we'll have too much grass in our trailer, and we'll just lose it. So usually pretty easy. It's usually like about 1.5 rounds over here to pick up that much. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please consider hitting the like button. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. We do Let's Play videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on Midtown, USA. We do Let's Play videos currently on Churn Farms. We'll be wrapping this series up very, very shortly on Saturday and Sunday. We also do map videos for Farming Simulator every Tuesday and Thursday. So for the next little bit, and for quite a while, since quite a while now, we've been basically doing, let's ignore that, basically we've been doing content every day of the week. Mostly because we wish to, really want to wrap up this map, and we want to wrap up Midtown so we can kind of move on to another project. talk a little bit more about that another day. So, also, I want you to go check out the guys over at PCSG and Three Dudes Gaming Network. I haven't talked about them for a little while. I encourage you to go check them out. They are really great community websites. They have open multiplayer servers that are open to members. If you're a member of the site, you can go to the multiplayer forum and get the connection information on how to connect to the multiplayer server and have some fun with some adult-focused guys that are just out there to play farm sim and have fun. Then we also have the guys in my description below. They are all Three Dudes Media members. I encourage you to go check them out. They all put out really great farm sim content and some other content to in addition to that. Just going to come over here. We're going to top these up with manure and everything. So I'm just going to wish you guys a fond farewell, and until next time, happy farming.